What is something that your child said that you'll never forget? I adopted my stepdaughter when she was 9. Her birth mom had left long before that. She drank, screamed a lot, sometimes hit things, and sometimes hit her. When my husband got full custody, she didn't even fight it, just disappeared. No calls, no birthdays, nothing. When I came into their lives, I didn't try to replace anyone. I just did my best to show up. Homework help, bedtime routines, school pickups, her favorite snacks after bad days. I braided her hair even when I had no idea what I was doing. I sat in the front row of every school play, even the ones where she just stood on stage and waved. We didn't talk about her bio mom, not really. She knew I was there. That was enough. The adoption became official when she was 9.5. She cried in the courthouse. I did too. She held my hand and said, "Now you're stuck with me forever." And I told her, "Good, that's exactly what I want." Years went by. She grew into this smart, funny, stubborn young woman, loved books, hated math, had the kind of laugh that could fill a room. She never called me stepmom, just mom. Not all the time, not at first, but slowly, naturally, like it had always belonged to me. Then she turned 18, got her license, first job, first taste of freedom. I was proud and terrified. One night around 11 p.m., the phone rang. There had been a car accident. She'd swerved to avoid a deer and clipped a tree. Nothing life-threatening, but they were keeping her overnight for scans. I raced to the hospital faster than I care to admit. When I got there, a nurse met me outside her room, confused. "She's been calling out for her mom," the nurse said. "I'm her mom," I told her. The nurse hesitated. "Her biological mother is already in there." I froze. I hadn't heard that woman's name in nearly a decade. I didn't even know how she found out, but somehow she did, and she showed up. I walked in and saw her standing by the bed. My daughter looked pale, bruised, eyes glazed with meds. She turned her head toward the door and said weakly, "No, I want my real mom." The other woman paused, blinked like she'd just been slapped, and without saying another word, she walked out of the room. I sat by the bed, took my daughter's hand, and said, "I'm here." She squeezed my hand and looked at me. "No," she whispered. "You don't get it. You're my real mom." That moment shattered me in the best way, because it wasn't about biology. It wasn't about paperwork or last names. It was about every scraped knee I kissed, every sleepless night I sat up with her, every morning I made her favorite cereal, every single time I showed up when someone else didn't. She chose me, not because she had to, but because I was hers. Her bio mom never reached out again. Not after the hospital, not after recovery, not even when she graduated 6 months later, and that was okay. Because when my daughter walked across that stage, diploma in hand, she pointed at me in the crowd and mouthed, "That's my mom. No one can ever take that away."